Good Friday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. This is your outlook for March 7th, 2014, and this is the Friday outlook. I will not be updating the weekend outlook until Saturday afternoon. I will be up in New York City overnight tonight and during the day on Saturday. So the next update will be, the video outlook will be Saturday afternoon or evening, depending on what time I get back. But here's the overview that's going to take you through the next couple of days here. And we have a system that's a coastal system that's going to be off the Carolina coast here, and it's going to be moving off to in a northeasterly direction and offshore here. We do think it's going to clip Delaware and South Jersey here, may have some rain showers. Some outlets were reporting to maybe get some sleet mix in here. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens at the onset, but I really think this is coming in too late in the day to really have any wintry precipitation here. This is actually in the evening hours, and this is the closest it gets on the GFS here. Just basically central and southern Delaware and extreme southern Jersey gets clipped by this as it goes by here, and this system is going to head off to the northeast here. We're talking about the progressive flow all week, and that was the case. It's a good thing we started with that, so we weren't caught in that trap again of whether we get a coastal storm here for this particular storm. There's going to be a cold front that's going to be dropping down here from the northwest, and that's going to make its way through here Saturday overnight. Now, the GFS is actually showing some light snow and rain showers here, very, very light, very hit or miss, very spotty. We did include that in the forecast grids for some areas where that could happen, and that would be, of course, overnight Saturday night into early Sunday morning. Not a big deal, just hit or miss rain showers with that front. What's going to end up happening, though, behind that front is you're going to have high pressure moving offshore here, and you're going to have a return flow once again. They actually it's starting off westerly, but it's going to kind of go more southwesterly, west-southwest. You're going to get some temperatures to warm here in the Monday and Tuesday time frame. In the meantime, system's going to move up to off to our north here, and this Clipper system is going to kind of track right over northern New York State, but it will be close enough, we think, that we might have a rain or snow shower out of this. I think for most areas it's a rain shower, and you can see that indicated here over eastern PA and northern New Jersey here, a spotty rain shower again. Again, this is another low probability of precipitation event, so not looking at anything to write home about. Just don't be surprised if you get caught on another shower, maybe some a snow shower in the extreme northern PA here as this passes on by. Very weak system here and very quick moving, so not a big deal with that. Going a little bit forward now, this is Tuesday, and really not much going on here on Tuesday either, with just mostly cloudy skies. There's going to be another frontal boundary that's going to drop down south here. The GFS is actually showing a much different solution than just about everything else here. This frontal boundary moves off to the south here without much fanfare, and meanwhile another system here moves in from the Tennessee Valley on the GFS, and this system doesn't really look like much right now, but it's actually going to take a path kind of like this, and it really blows up as it moves off to the southeast here, and that's going to provide some snow here according to the GFS anyway, and that is going to be on Wednesday. So here's Wednesday. You see that system moving off to the south here. It's now sending out over, just went back too far, over eastern North Carolina, and then it gets offshore and blows up here. We see what it does, drop snow over much of our area here. So we're going to have to keep an eye on this, because this is that system the end of next week that we're going to be keeping an eye on, that we were talking about. Not really getting into too much specifics yet, because there is a vast variety of solutions on the table with this system here. Go over to a different look. Here's the European model. This is the image which we're allowed to show you. Has a much different scenario here. Very strong area of low pressure here in the Tennessee Valley, kind of cuts up into West Virginia here, runs into a block with a polar vortex sitting up here, not allowing to go any further north. So what does that do? It transfers its energy to a secondary, but the secondary is kind of like right over Delaware, and then it heads over crosses right over South Jersey and heads up this way. Now, with that scenario, this is a Miller B, where it's a Miller B storm where it's transferring energy. The GFS, of course, just had one system consolidate moving off like this. This does not have that situation. So much different look to the European model, And as a result, I'm going to give you the next frame here. These are in 24-hour increments here, so I'll give you the next frame here just to give you an idea once it transfers what it does. And it really blows this storm up here and sends it right over South Jersey at 983 millibars. So it's a very wrapped up, strong storm here on the European model. And it's been showing a look like that for a couple days now, at least with the Miller B idea, with that system going up here and then transferring to a secondary and maintaining a strong position at that time in the same breath. So we're going to be looking at a system next week. We think there's a very good confidence in the storm, but just what precipitation type by area is still yet to be determined. What kind of storm we're dealing with is still yet to be determined, and the track of said storm is still yet to be determined. The three models that go out in that range so far really are all over the place with that too. So there's nothing really in agreement with one another. The only thing that's really favorable for a storm in that time frame are the teleconnections and also the upper air pattern. So we do think there's going to be a storm. What exactly it is yet to be determined. Just to give you an idea, the GFS on that southern track with that system going just one system heading off like this does produce some accumulating snow here, and these amounts here are generally a 4 to 8 in this purple range here. Anything around that would be a 3 to 6. Now, of course, don't take this verbatim. I'm just showing you what the GFS had on the latest GFS run, and this, of course, is for early Saturday morning, the early Saturday morning run of the GFS. And then the European model I cannot show you, so I'm going to show you a blank map here and basically just say that accumulating snow is pretty much anything north of this line. Okay, this is where all your accumulating snow here. And just north of that, I mean literally just north of that, there's a very tight gradient. This would be probably your 6-inch line. This is where 6 or more inches of snow would fall. And I know many areas up on this are up on the European model, because that's so wrapped up, or is in the 12 to 18-inch range up in this area here. As you get closer to say between Harrisburg and Allentown, you're probably about 9 here, you're about 10 in Allentown, you're about 11 in here in North New Jersey. This is just on today's run of the European model. So, a lot of different solutions, and we'll narrow that down as we get a little bit closer, because right now we're a little too far away to really make the determination, especially not with model agreement and the ensembles all over the place. So just continue to follow us this weekend over the Facebook page. We'll put up a post up on the Facebook page early in the morning on Saturday morning, but again, the next video will not be updated until Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening. So just bear with us this weekend as we have some family travel plans this weekend in New York City. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That is your outlook for March 7th, 2014. Have a great Friday.